You would think at this point in the year we would have learned that planning is pointless the way that our season had gone. We had plans to go down to Ryne's place to duck hunt in January near the famous Crab Orchard Wildlife Refuge. I've hunted this place for years and they needed help brushing blinds. So in the fall, I went down there and helped them prepare for the season. When it came time for us to head south to hunt with Ryne, the ducks still hadn't made their way south yet. Fortunately, him and his buddy Scott Madison found some snows and specks in a field at the southern tip of the state, so we headed down there. They found a field with birds in it, got permission from a landowner, so Blake and I decided to make the 3-hour trip south to hunt snow geese the hard way.
We've decided to go after snow geese, and you know, we've got a pretty good setup here. We're pretty close to a refuge, and they've been using from the refuge, Belrose, all the way to the Ballard County. So it's kind of right in between. Was hitting this field last night. He watched them get up, so they should come back this morning. We're gonna get after them.
We've been running around 600 full bodies in silo socks. We used vortexes when there was no wind. We used the flyers when there was wind. The key to killing these snow geese was movement. We also had to make a lot of noise because we weren't using any e-collars. So every guy in a blind had a call.
Well, boys and girls, here it is, the 2012 snow goose season, and man, we're going to start it off with a bang. We're in southern Illinois, Pulaski County, and no e-collar. Here's the biggest thing, tips of the law say. When the birds ain't going on, what we can do is put out the flyers, you can put out the vortex, you can put out everything and have everybody with a snow goose call. It's still, we're weak. We've educated these birds so much that now you're trying to hunt them regularly, it just don't work. But we're going to see. From here, we're jumping into northeast Arkansas. You're going to find us northeast Arkansas, central Missouri, northwest Missouri, and then South Dakota this year. I say we started out with a bang and see what we can kill right now, and then after that, I say let the feathers lay on the ground and decide for yourself. We'll stay tuned.
When we got out there that morning, there was virtually no wind. So we set the decoys, tried to guess where to set the blinds. We ended up guessing wrong. The birds started a tornado behind us. Luckily, they made one last swipe and kind of came over the top, and we got 2 shots off. We killed 12 that morning, which is pretty good considering there was no wind and we weren't able to use an e-collar since it was the regular goose season. That afternoon, we headed back to the same area to do a little scouting for Sunday. Now the birds were still in the same area, but there was fewer of them that evening than there was the day before. We decided to hunt the same field. Even though we had educated the birds, we were going to put the decoys out there, make them look a little different, and see what happens.
Oh, brother. Why you gotta say stupid stuff when you want me to talk? Well, day 2, 2012, trying to find geese. It's not looking good, boys. It's not looking tough. And we're trying to find where the birds are at, so stay tuned for the morning and we'll see what round 2 brings us. You're not gonna know what you can kill if you're sitting on the couch drinking a soda. Me, it'd be a Bud Light. You're not gonna know sitting in a truck looking. The only thing you can do is go out and see what it brings you. Mother Nature's gonna bring you something different every day. You might end up with 30 birds. We might end up with 0. I mean, you can't do it. Jonathan can't do it. I can't do it. All you can do is put the best show together and see what happens, and then let Mother Nature, let her do.
Get out there and see what happens on a daily basis.
All we can do is give our game face and smack the tar out of something.
Specks are eating us alive, bro. We got snows everywhere.
Day 2 was the same result as day 1. We were able to kill 12 snows and specks. The reason why was scouting, blind concealment, and making as much noise as possible with mouth calls to fool some of the weariest birds out there.